Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Durham, thank you for being here today to speak with us about the report you produced looking at the FBI's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. Your report took 4 years and over $6.5 million in taxpayer dollars to produce. Mr. Durham, how many cases did you bring to trial during your time investigating the 2016 election?
I'm sorry, you just missed part of that because
how many cases did you bring to trial?
2.
2. And in how many of those 2 cases did the juries vote to convict?
Neither one.
Neither one. Neither jury voted to convict the gentleman that you prosecuted, and in fact, in one case, the trial judge threw out one of your charges because the claim that you were charging as false was, as he put it, literally true. Mr. Durham, I think you were given an impossible task by Attorney General Bill Barr. He asked you to figure out how to make Donald Trump's Spygate claims true. But you couldn't do that because you quickly realized that the claims were false. And so you set about, as many Republicans on cable news do, trying to find a way to blame Hillary Clinton for Donald Trump's woes. Mr. Durham, do you know how many people Special Counsel Mueller indicted or obtained guilty pleas from?
They indicted a charged number of people, I think.
It was 34 people and 3 companies. Do you know how many of those indictments were of individuals who were acquitted in court?
I don't know that anybody was acquitted.
That's right. The answer is none. So I think the difference between your investigation and Mr. Mueller's was that Mr. Mueller actually found actual evidence of a crime. We know that Russia did attempt to interfere in the 2016 election. We know that Russia did hack into the DNC email server, and Mr. Mueller's prosecutions reflected that reality, such as the case of 12 Russian military intelligence officers who he charged with crimes related to the hacking and the leaking of leading Democrats' emails in 2016. Similarly, Mr. Mueller found repeated instances of Trump campaign associates lying when asked about their interactions with Russian interests. And as a result of Mr. Mueller's investigation, George Papadopoulos pleaded guilty in October of 2017 to making false statements to the FBI. Trump campaign aide Rick Gates pleaded guilty to 1 false statements charge and 1 conspiracy charge. Trump National Security Advisor Michael Flynn pleaded guilty to making false statements to the FBI. And in November of 2019, Trump advisor Roger Stone was convicted on 7 counts, including lying to the House Intelligence Committee and tampering with a witness. Again, Mr. Mueller indicted or got guilty pleas from 34 people and 3 companies. Mr. Durham, you're a career prosecutor, correct?
That's correct.
And you started working as a state prosecutor in 1977, and you joined the Justice Department in 1982. Yes or no, prosecutors prioritize bringing cases to court that have a high likelihood of winning?
I would not say that that's the standard, no.
So you don't think that to call an investigation successful, you should at least reveal some new information? Most of your report, Mr. Durham, is a rehashing of old news, including process-related concerns that the FBI had already addressed. In fact, that's why you said you were not recommending any further changes to FBI policies or procedures. So at the very least, I would think that you would need to win some of the cases on their merits. But that's not what happened, and that's not what MAGA Republicans are looking for. Chairman Jordan seems to be looking for any excuse to discredit law enforcement and DOJ, who are finally holding Donald Trump accountable for his serious violations of the law. Violations, by the way, that Donald Trump just admitted to last night on Fox News. Americans will see through this facade.